On the 22nd of April 2024, precisely, my gorgeous Torini, your life is about to change forever. It is to do with this experience which you are going to have on that particular day. On that particular day, you are going to have an amazing experience. This experience is going to open your eyes. What are you going to find out? It's going to be absolutely crucial. It is to do with the specific information which is literally going to set you free, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. That information, it's not only going to open your eyes, but you are going to realize that you are at the crucial stage of your life when it comes to you having this great sense of urgency right now to make this decision you've been thinking about for a very, very long time. Now, my gorgeous Torini, it's something you wanted to do for a while, something you wanted to do for a very long time, and you need to know that your life is about to change forever, because the direction that you're going to find yourself at only like about 4 or 5 weeks after that moment in time, it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. You will fully know and you will fully realize what exactly have you been missing out in your life, and you will fully realize the direction that you want to find yourself at as soon as possible. Your number, when it comes to numerology, it's number 222. My gorgeous Torini, this is so important, and it means that finally things are going to start working for you, and there is a big, massive surprise you are going to have at the beginning of this month. This surprise is going to be really, really good, and the fact that you have 222 as your numbers in numerology means that at the same time, this is probably going to be the most important month this year so far. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, my gorgeous Torini. Welcome back. And also, when it comes to the actual nutrition, please keep on taking something which is going to boost your immune system and which is going to give you an additional energy as well. So it would be the combination of natural vitamin D3 alongside K2, which is going to help with its absorption, zinc picolinate at around 25 milligrams, and on top of all that, you need to take organic camu camu. Organic camu camu is a natural source of vitamin C rather than something synthetic, because ascorbic acid, it's not natural, it's synthetic. So you want to stick to natural things. This combination, it's not only going to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be ever so important when it comes to your energy levels. A lot is going to be happening throughout this month, so you do want to protect yourself and make the most of it, okay? If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Torini, or not. So what on earth is going to happen on the 1st of April then? Let me tell you what is going to happen on the 1st of April. I told you from the beginning of this month, you know, things are gonna start changing for you. Not just start changing for you, but things are gonna start changing really, really fast. On the very 1st of April, you are gonna be very, very happy. Do you know why you're gonna be very happy? Because something, you know, it's to do with this contemplation. You are gonna have a really brilliant news, a really important news. This news is gonna make you feel alive again. It's gonna make you feel so good. You're gonna feel so re-energized. Why? Because at that moment in time, as soon as you become aware of this important news, my gorgeous Torini, you will have a big, massive, giant answer at the same time to one of the biggest contemplations of your entire life, especially when it comes to what are you gonna do next. This in itself, it's like really really, oh my God, not only you're gonna feel so happy because you're gonna have a big answer to this particular contemplation, and this in itself, it's also like, you know, you need to understand that at the same time, you know, you're gonna release a really, you know, negative thoughts and negative thinking that has been kind of really affecting you for a while without you even realizing necessarily at this moment in time. So by the time, you know, basically what's going to happen, you're going to open your mind here and you will be able to move forward with an open mind. Before you couldn't do that, but you couldn't even understand and you couldn't even realize that this is actually, or this has been actually happening in your life. Only now this is going to become crystal clear. Only now this is going to become obvious, especially by the time you get to the 2nd of April already. By the time you get to the 2nd of April, you are gonna discover something so interesting. By the time you get to the 2nd of April, you are gonna discover something so interesting and so surprising. My goodness, you know, what are you gonna discover? It's like really kind of going to, you know, really make you aware of which next step exactly you should take. Which next step exactly you should take. Just remember, the 1st of April was all about, you know, big answer. When it comes to this big contemplation you've had, you will know, baby, most certainly which way to go. And you're gonna feel so happy. You're gonna feel so excited, okay? But by the time you get to the 2nd of April, you will discover something so interesting. And what are you gonna discover? It's gonna, like, pretty much so you will know which next step to actually take, because it's to do with you kind of revisiting some kind of old plan at the same time, but it's also to do with you taking the next step by understanding which bold and ambitious choice you're actually going to need to take. This in itself, it's a lot to do with you broadening your horizons. It's to do with you expanding your plans, but at the same time, most importantly, at this stage of your life, my gorgeous Torini, you're moving forward. You're moving forward. So important, like there is no tomorrow. And also, when it comes to the 2nd of April, you are going to have a very nice surprise, okay? When it comes to the 2nd of April, there is going to be such a nice surprise which you are going to have, and it's going to come from somebody who is like, who you really love, who you really like, who you really appreciate. It's to do with a person who has got a very special place in your heart. So whether this is to do with a family member, someone who you don't see that often but you love that person, or whether this is to do with a certain friend who you don't see that often but you love that person has got a very special place in your heart, okay? So you are gonna hear something very surprising about that particular person. You're gonna feel so happy because you will know that this particular person is about to visit you. It's like some kind of announcement that they are gonna come to visit you, or you're gonna like kind of reconnect again, and you're gonna feel so good. But if there is something that person is going to tell you, there is something that there's a specific information that this person is going to tell you. Almost like, first of all, they're gonna tell you something which they did, and there are elements of success connected to that person. There are some kind of elements of success connected to that person. That person is somebody remarkable, somebody very unique, and somebody different, and somebody who has taken their life on a completely different level. And that person was always like a little bit different. So that person, there is some kind of success that person is going to be enjoying, and this is going to mean to you so much because you love this person genuinely. So you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. But there is something for you here as well, my gorgeous Torini. That person is going to tell you something. That person is going to give you some kind of suggestion. That person is going to give you some kind of idea, something which is so easy to do, and something which could kind of like make your life so much more colorful. There is something really specific and really different and really unique which you're going to find out about yourself, about some kind of a skill you've never knew you had. And this is is important. Anything that we are skilled for, anything that we are passionate about, it's meant to be like that for a reason. It's meant to be like that for a reason. Anything you're passionate about or anything you're good at, anything that comes naturally to you, you have to recognize, you know, in this spiritual journey, it is the greatest gifts of all, because it reconnects you with you reconnect with yourself on so many different levels, but you also reconnect with your life. You reconnect and connect with the people you would never connect and reconnect otherwise. And everything makes, you know, everything plays an important role in this life, on this spiritual journey. And this is, my gorgeous Torini, most certainly going to be one of them. Okay? Completely something that you would never think about, you would never thought about, and things like that. And things like that always like kind of have the best impact on your entire life, because we get clarity at the time on things we never thought we actually need. But that means that at the same time, if we do feel a kind of like a really passion towards something, it is your guiding light. You should most certainly follow, my gorgeous Torini. Indeed, absolutely brilliant. And also, what else I was going to recommend you, it would be Dragon's Blood Pendant. Absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend you this, my gorgeous Torini. And this Dragon's Blood Pendant, it's brilliant because it's fantastic for problem solving. Absolutely for problem solving, and it's brilliant for confidence as well. So Dragon's Blood, it's amazing for problem solving, and it's also brilliant for confidence, and it's also absolutely fantastic when it comes to making the right decisions. So you can't go wrong when you have a Dragon's Blood Pendant. This comes with a sterling silver chain, my gorgeous Torini, and the link to buy this is in the description below. Just click on the name of this video and it's going to expand, or just see on top of the comment section, I pin my products now there, or you can just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and then my page is going to come up that way as well. The next important date, it's going to be on the 3rd of April. On the 3rd of April, what is happening here? Ooh, Torini, you need to be smart. You need to be smart. You need to be smart. Like there is no tomorrow. So on the 3rd of April, this is entirely down to you. You are gonna become aware of some kind of temptation here. What kind of temptation you're gonna become aware of, my gorgeous Torini, on the 3rd of April? You're not gonna be able to help yourself here whatsoever. Well, almost. But there is some kind of temptation that you're going to become aware of, and it's like you're going to find this very, very hard, because it's going to be one of those moments. There is something else going to be on your mind at the same time, and maybe what's going to be on your mind, it's going to be draining your energy a little bit, so that is going to affect you in its own way. So therefore, once when you become aware of this temptation here, I really don't want you to give in. You need to be smart. You do not want to give in to this temptation, to get me. Okay, so this temptation on the 3rd of April, my gorgeous Torini, it's like on one hand, it's to do with an unhealthy attachment, and it's to do with something immoral and unethical, my gorgeous Torini. I'm not saying you would do something immoral or unethical, but it's not necessarily as obvious, like straight away, right from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Or what you're gonna feel here, it's like this temptation, like you will want to do something so badly, but you will know that this is something that you shouldn't do. No baby, no baby, no. If you do this, it's gonna be like something completely irreversible, and you will like kind of like be a little bit annoyed, because this temptation that you're gonna have, you will know it's wrong. You will know it's like, no baby, no, it's something you shouldn't do. But then at the same time, what's going to confuse you is the way your spirit is going to be rising, how you're going to be getting strong and positive vibes from something which is no baby, no. Well, that's why it's called temptation, I'm afraid. But you see, what are you going to realize here is I'm glad that you're not going to give in. I know I'm telling you don't give in, but from what I see here, you're not going to give in. You will realize that this is just some kind of temptation that would be like a really immoral and unethical for you to go for. Okay, karmically, this would be absolutely no, baby, no. And what is the most magical out of the whole thing? What's the most bizarre? What's the strangest thing ever when it comes to this situation? No, you're not gonna go for this temptation. Good. But what are you gonna realize just a little bit later on? Because of this temptation, and because of the way your spirit is gonna rise, and because you're gonna get these strong and positive vibes, but at the same time, you will know that this is like not gonna be good for you. And later, this is all gonna contribute towards you getting the bigger picture here, and you're gonna realize what needs more attention and care in your life, for example. And this is the truth. This is the truth. This is all gonna lead towards you kind of realizing, you know what, I almost went for this temptation, and then you're gonna realize which aspect, which element of your life needs more attention and care. And this is the truth. And it's gonna lead towards you getting a different perspective on what to pause, delay, and wait with, and also what to let go and accept. And most importantly, there is a voluntary sacrifice which is going to be highlighted here. And as soon as you understand which voluntary sacrifice is important to get rid of right now, as soon as you realize this, within the next few days, you are going to become aware of an untapped potential. And this is going to happen because within the next few days, you are, as soon as you kind of understand this voluntary sacrifice, within the next few days, you are gonna gain some kind of insight. There is this revelation, mind-blowing revelation, which you are gonna have. But there is something more mind-blowing for you there, because you're gonna realize some kind of untapped potential. This particular untapped potential is pretty much so to do with you, like finding new truths, you know, but at the same time, it's going to help you to keep it all in balance, because believe me or not, this untapped potential, it's actually going to play a huge role when it comes to you becoming more flexible and more adaptable as well. So it's not only about keeping it all in balance, it's ever so important, but also at the same time, this is actually going to help you to be more flexible and more adaptable, you know, in the future. But the problem is that this is not going to seem like that straight away. Only at around the end of the month, this is going to become obvious. Right now, you just need to go with this flow, my gorgeous Torini, and you need to literally make the most of it by being open-minded right now throughout the month of April. By being open-minded, you are going to move forward, you know, with an open mind, basically, which is ever so important, because you see what you don't normally see, and that in itself helps you to break the barriers which are completely unimportant to you at this stage of your life, okay? And also, my gorgeous Torini, another thing I was going to say to you, yes, another thing I was going to recommend you would be this gorgeous peanut obsidian. This peanut obsidian is a very powerful pendant, and it's going to help you to protect yourself against negative energy, against negative people, against negative vibrations. It's absolutely brilliant to protect yourself against negative energy in general, but it's also brilliant against like depression, anxiety, stress, and negativity and things like that. And it's also fantastic when it comes to us being creative towards things we should be creative towards. You see, it helps you to protect your energy by ignoring things where you waste your energy, and by paying attention to things that you should be putting your energy towards. Okay, this peanut obsidian pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and it's the same. A link is going to be in the description below. Just click on the name of this video, or just check the comment section. I pin it on top of the comment section, or you can just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way as well. The next important date, my gorgeous Torini, it's going to be on the 15th of April. Oh my word, on the 15th of April. What is going on here, my gorgeous Torini? This month is going to be mind-blowing. On the 15th of April, something like so so crazy. It's actually going to happen. All I can say to you, that you are going to try something you've never tried before. Something is going to happen to you like something that never happened to you before. It is the beginning of some kind of an adventure here. But again, it's going to happen in such a way, completely unexpected and completely spontaneous. So even more so, on the 15th of April, you are going to have some message or information or a phone call, and you're going to need to go somewhere urgently. That's how you're going to feel. Oh my God, I need to go somewhere urgently. I need to go somewhere urgently, like immediately, which you are going to do. But then again, on your way, wherever you need to go, suddenly you're going to get another message or some kind of information or sign or something, and you will know, you will suddenly in halfway there, you're going to need to go somewhere else. And this is going to happen completely surprisingly, completely. So wherever you're drawn to go, this is the way to go, baby. And that's why I'm saying that this is spontaneous, because it's going to happen at a time when you would think like there is no way that you would ignore what you need to do, like because you had a great sense of urgency to go somewhere in the first place. Normally you would never ignore this, and this is, you're gonna find this really surprising about yourself. You will feel that there is something to it wherever you need to go, and wherever you're gonna feel drawn to go so much to kind of avoid something what was so important for you in the first place, and then something is gonna happen wherever you need to go. My God, like good, like some kind of adventure. It's gonna be crazy, but then at the same time, when it comes to this adventure, you are really going to become so passionate about something. There is something that you are going to see. Not only that there is something that you're gonna see, not only that there is something that you're gonna try, not only that you're gonna be part of something you've never been part of before, but there is also like kind of an opportunity you're gonna become aware of. And you will know that this important opportunity you will become aware of is pretty much so going to be an opportunity to change your life, going to be an opportunity to move on with your life. And there is something so big which is going to come out of it, out of that opportunity. By the end of October 2024, your life is going to be completely different. You will be enjoying things you're not enjoying now. You know, in terms of money and finances, this is going to be brilliant, but also in terms of like your own contentment and you being happy every single day and enjoying yourself on daily basis. I'm not saying you're not enjoying yourself on daily basis right now, but I think that this is going to improve your life in general, your quality of life in general, your quality of living, and something is going to happen. And this is all going to lead to the point where you are really going to enjoy every single day of your life in a completely different way. Okay, and it's all going to start happening here, and it's all to do with this important opportunity you're gonna become aware of in such a spontaneous way. Absolutely crazy, but brilliant. Oh my goodness. The next important date, my gorgeous Torini, it's gonna be on the 20th of April. On the 20th of April, I don't even know what to say here. This month, it's gonna be remarkable. When it comes to you, my gorgeous Torini, this month is gonna be crazy. On the 20th of, on top of all this that I've just said right now, on the 20th of April, you are really gonna become aware of this progress, and this is gonna blow you away. That on the 20th of April, you will become aware of this progress. This is to do with a big achievement. This is going to mean to you so much. This is going to make you feel so good. You will feel so proud of yourself, and you also at the same time, you will know that you don't have to worry about this aspect of your life anymore. So it's to do with the progress. It's to do with an achievement, but it's also to do with you, with the direct result of your hard work. This progress is to do with like a direct result of your hard work. It's to do with something you have been working very hard for a very long time. And this in itself is going to make you feel so good, because here you will know that it's like you will know that what an imminent change into your life this is actually going to bring, because now at the same time you are going to start focusing on your future. future, and you are going to start planning something really specific when it comes to your future that has been on your mind for a while again. But there is a little problem here. When it comes to this 20th of April, you're also going to be on the 20th of April, there is going to be this burden that you're going to be reminded of. There is this burden that you're going to be reminded of. And you know what? When it comes to this burden, the answer to this burden is, when it comes to this burden that you're going to be reminded of, you will realize that in order for that problem, it's an issue in between you and somebody else. That's it. It's an issue. It's a problem in between you and somebody else that has gone too far for way too long. For way too long. Something petty, something stupid, something silly, something ridiculously little, something ridiculously silly happened in between you and somebody else. Some kind of argument that is gone to some kind of level, which is, oh my God, getting really twitchy at the moment, how far it's gone, you know, how far up it's gone. You know, it's like that to do with such a stupid problem. And sometimes in this world, sometimes in this life, we have an argument, and I know I've seen this person before. But sometimes in this world, in this life, you know, we have an argument with somebody who is a major part of our journey, either a family member or like a really, really old friend. And an argument can be so silly and so stupid about something so little. And two people can like have an argument, and two people can have this silly argument that in turn about something ridiculous, that in turns into something so stupid so many years later. Both of the people don't remember who started this argument and why exactly people have been fighting in the first place, you know, and it's like one of those things. So the bottom line is that it's the problem that was caused in the past in between you and somebody else, and you need to fix this. You really need to do something about it. My gorgeous Torini, this is so important. You need to do something about it, okay? Because it's got completely out of hand. This life is too short to waste on grudges, but especially when it comes to grudges, like with the people who are really good and really, really important. And it's to do with somebody who really loves you so much. It's to do with a person who loves you so much. But this argument or disagreement completely grew out of hand. You need to do something about it because it's affecting you mentally and spiritually. And now it's your opportunity to do something about it. There is a very specific reason this is happening right now when you become aware of this progress, because it's going to allow you to accelerate so much faster, so much sooner on the next level of your spiritual journey. But you have to fix this relationship in between you and somebody else that you see as a burden. You need to fix this. And there is a reason that this is happening right now. You fix this relationship in between you and somebody else, and you will see that all this is going to accelerate so much faster. Whatever brought this progress into your life, it's coming from your hard work, but you will see what I mean by accelerating things faster, because there is a natural way to go now after you become aware of this progress, this achievement. You will know what the next step when it comes to that is. But I just want you to understand that there is a reason why you're suddenly reminded of this burden, and you see this as a burden. So you need to fix this. You need to fix this. You have no idea. You have no idea how everything here is completely connected. Oh my God, sometimes it's not as obvious, but trust me, within the next few weeks, you will know exactly what I meant. You will know exactly what I was talking about. So you will become aware of this burden, and then you are going to realize that in order to sort out this burden problem in between you and somebody else, you're going to need to be part of this reunion. There is some kind of reunion going to happen anyway, and when it comes to that reunion, I want you to know how important it is to like really talk to this person and to fix something. And I can see that you are going to, and I can see that this is going to be very successful, and I can see that finally this problem is going to come to an end, and you have no idea what a weight of your shoulders it's going to be lifted. But also that particular weight was also like kind of preventing you to achieve things much quicker, much sooner, much faster. I know it sounds crazy, but as I said, everything is connected. This burden with this person, you know, this is somebody who is very important important to you. I remember things got out of hand like crazy. Because of that, this was emotionally affecting you because you love this person loves you as well. This has been emotionally affecting you, you know. So it was making you to have a lack of ideas. It was like pretty much so affecting you in such a way where you had a lack of ideas and you were worrying about things you should have never been worrying in the first place. So when we worry, then we create this specific energy and it drains our energy unnecessarily. It's one of the worst things ever to unnecessarily worry because we tend to bring this energy on us. So we worry, what we worry about persistently, we bring onto us with this energy. So this is why it's important to be so smart. This is going to be a chance to move on with life, and that's exactly what you're going to do. That's exactly what is going to happen. The next important date, my gorgeous Torini, it's going to be on the 28th of April. Well, I'm not being funny here, but you can literally expect the unexpected here. You can expect the unexpected when it comes to the 28th of April, because you are going to become very, very curious about learning something. You're going to become very, very curious about learning something. Listen to me very carefully because this is really important. On the 28th of April, you're going to become so curious about something specific. And what you're going to become curious about, it's connected to you learning something. You're learning something. Now, this is gonna happen when I say expect the unexpected, because suddenly you're gonna become so curious about something, and then you're gonna realize that it's got elements of you needing to learn something as well. I'm gonna shout from the rooftops, do not overanalyze. Do not overanalyze this whatsoever, because it's going to close your mind. You see, you have to be as open-minded as you can, and you must not overanalyze this whatsoever. The problem is that at the same time, there are some secrets which are gonna come out, and I'm worrying about these secrets which are gonna come out, which are gonna make you feel slightly irrational just for like a minute or so. And these secrets that are gonna come out, you know, I don't want this to kind of make you to lose control or confidence when it comes to this kind of when it comes to what you became curious to learn in the first place. I don't want these secrets that are gonna come out to affect you in such a way where you're gonna lose control or confidence, and especially when it comes to whatever inspired you to kind of learn. You need to understand that the secrets that are gonna come out are gonna be connected to some kind of a conflict in your life, but you have to put this aside, and you must not give your energy to it whatsoever, because that in itself, it's not something that you need to worry about, because it's gonna be resolved organically without you doing anything within the next few days. So you're gonna be absolutely fine. There is a very specific phase of your life which is gonna come to an end here, so don't worry about that whatsoever. But you must not allow that to affect you in such a way where you're going to lose confidence unnecessarily around something which is literally going to transform and change your life forever. Listen to me very carefully. By you learning this, where you're going to become curious, you are probably going to make one of the best decisions and one of the best investments of your entire life. So this is what I need you to focus on. So whatever makes you so curious, my gorgeous Torini, this is the way to go. And ignore these distractions around you as much as you can, because they are only gonna bring unnecessary worry that you have to ignore whatsoever. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I can see that I didn't prepare the cards for relationships. Relationships, parlez-vous français? Oui. Please, Sasha, stop embarrassing yourself. I'm joking. So now, where is it? No, not this tarot card, sorry. I'm just gonna check relationship, and I'm gonna check singles. I want these tarot cards, yeah? I'm gonna check relationships, and I'm gonna check singles now. Just a second, sorry, my gorgeous Torini. I did not prepare the cards for singles and relationships. Okay. Okay. Give me a second, my darling. Can you give me a second, please? Mwah. Thank you. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to check what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. Okay, so when it comes to the month of April 2024, what is going to happen to those of you, my gorgeous Taurinis, who are in relationships? What is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships? Okay, so now these two cards came out. See here. You're going to be a little bit sad when it comes to those of you who are in relationships. You know, you're going to be a little bit sad because there is an aspect of some kind of a plan, something that you both like really were hoping to do in May. Something that you were both hoping to do in April. You know, you're not going to be able to do in April, but please don't allow this to break your heart. You will be able to do this in May. Do you understand me? So for those of you in relationships, you're going to feel a little bit sad, a little bit negative. Your heart is maybe going to be a little bit broken because you were waiting for April to do something really specific, both of you. But please, something is just going to be delayed a little bit, okay? It's not going to happen in April, it's going to happen in May. And I know that this means to both of you so much. In fact, this time is going to be crucial in between April and May, because it's going to give you a chance to reflect on what exactly has been happening, and you will realize that there are certain things that you need to give more attention and energy towards. So you're going to realize that, you know, something needs more attention and care, and that is going to allow both of you to prepare for whatever you have been waiting for here, even better, even further. So trust me, I know it sounds crazy, but this is actually going to work into your favor, because the end result is this is going to be really successful. So you're going to be absolutely fine, my gorgeous Torini. So please, this is a very important message, to not to lose hope. Because something is not going to work out in April, but it's going to work out in May. Something is going to be delayed. Something really specific you have been waiting for. And this is why I just need you to be as open-minded as you can. You see, it's to do with the beginning of a new venture, which is going to be ever so successful for both of you. And you are going to be able to make some kind of a dream real here. So do not lose your hope, yeah? Yeah, do not lose your hopes, because in May you will be able to do this. And when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Torini, let's just see. When it comes to those of you who are single, when it comes to the month of April, oh my word. When it comes to those of you who are single, you see this? I'll tell you in a second, okay? Oh my God, okay, so you see, that in itself, and that's the second one here, the Hanged Man. So to me, what this means to me when it comes to the month of April, I'm sorry, my gorgeous Torini, but you are going to fancy someone, you're going to like someone, and then you're going to realize that that person is like a complete and utter bastard. So please don't kind of like be sad or anything like that, because I think that this is going to play an important role when it comes to you realizing and recognizing, because of that person who you never ever want to kind of go for in your future. So how it's gonna happen, there is someone who's gonna come up this month. For those of you who are single, there is someone who you're gonna see for the first time in your entire life, and you're gonna fancy this person, you're gonna like this person, you're gonna feel a really vavavumish around that person, my gorgeous Torini. You're almost like you're not gonna be able to resist this person, how good looking and how attractive this person to you it's actually going to be. And then you're going to start chatting to this person, you're going to start talking to this person, the conversation is going to be very interesting, but there is something which is going to be kind of telling you that this person is maybe a little bit arrogant, that this person is maybe a little bit full of themselves. There are a few things this person is going to say, and it's really going to be like, it's just not going to sound right, it's not going to feel right, and you're going to feel like there is some kind of arrogance attached or connected to this person, and you're not going to like that already. But then again, you are gonna find out, but you are gonna fancy that person. You're really gonna like that person, and that person is gonna like you, and you will know this. You will know this. But there are also like all sorts of red signals that you are going to have, like warning signals that you are going to have around that person. And then not that long after that moment in time, you're gonna find out that this person is basically this person is not a good person whatsoever, and you're gonna be grateful to God that you didn't like kind of start relationship with this person. Not only that this is not a nice person, but this person is like really vile. This person is like a complete little bastard, to be quite honest with you, because it's somebody who is lying persistently. So it's somebody who's lying, somebody who is cheating, and somebody like who is the type of person that like once karma catches up with this type of person, oh my God, everything is gonna be over and done within seconds. No, honestly, you know, when karma catches up with people like this, you know, this is crazy. But then again, it's just to do with the certain spirit who is not able to evolve after the certain point, after the certain moment in time. And this person, I know it sounds crazy, but that's the role of this person on this earth. I'm not saying that this person is not intelligent and smart and clever. This person clearly is. But when it comes to other things this person is doing, like everything is like kind of wrong. I know that I'm talking about this particular person for so much, for so long, but you have no idea what role this person is actually going to play in your life. You're going to start realizing certain things about people that you didn't pay attention to before. I'm not saying that this is something which is going to make you paranoid, but then you are going to kind of really kind of, it's going to help you when it comes to you. Like maybe, you know, looking towards, you know, waiting for a new, you know, going for a new relationship and things like that. So also, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to those of you who are single, you see, you have to stop. Look at this. You see what this means to me when it comes to those of you who are single. You maybe you realize lately how ready you are to let somebody into your life. But you need to relax a little bit. You need to chill out a little bit. I think that you have been thinking too intensely how you want somebody, how you need somebody. And this is what it means to me, believe me or not. This is what it means to me, because you have been thinking about it so intensely, how you want somebody lately. That same energy is like right now working against you. Because when you're thinking too intensely about something, and that's exactly what has been happening here, you need to release this. When you're intensely thinking about something, almost as if you're not trusting yourself, you're not trusting your spirit, you're not trusting your soul. So this is a really kind of this is a very powerful sign that you need to just relax a little bit. You need to go out and have some fun, but without thinking that, oh, I'm gonna find someone. You really need to go out, maybe with your friends, or go out just to have fun without focusing on people whatsoever, and see how quickly someone incredible is going to come. Okay, my gorgeous Torini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.